So I'd say for the past 5 minutes I've been talking to myself on my other microphone. My goodness. So we're here now. We're here now. Sorry. Yeah. That was my fault. That was my fault. We are here today. We are on the same project that we ended a couple days ago there. If you do like what you're seeing, remember to press that like and that subscribe button over here on YouTube. Oh man, had one heck of a couple past days here, but we're here, and live chat is on. We'll see who gets here. While that's happening, while we await, this is where I'm going to start cleaning up. Start the old project of cleaning up, you know? Debug mode is now off, so we got rid of the little dots on the bucket there. Got rid of the dots on the debug mode. If you're ever wondering how to do that, you got to bring up the menu and turn it off there. Hey, Mouse, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Intense is here as well. Yay. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Mike is on time today. Wow. Nice to see you guys. Jason, good morning. Good morning as well. Tim won't be here today. He already contacted me. He will not be here today. So, if anybody's wondering where Tim is, he will not be here today. Don't forget to hit that record. Oh, yeah. I got the old record on there, pal. Thank you. Thank you. I shared it on my Discord and in my regular channel and in my live channel. We're ready to go here. So I'll probably talk about this multiple times, guys. I'll probably talk about this multiple times today because there'll be different ears in here, different part of the crowd. But since you guys are the first here, as of right now, as a short, indefinite, who knows? I don't know if it's going to be short. I don't know if it's going to be indefinite. Let's see how well some other things that I'm going to be venturing will go. I am only going to be streaming here in the mornings, and depending on how I end up developing this page as well, it may only be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but those are the only times I'm streaming for however long. Like I said, could be for a short time, which I don't know, or it could be a very long time. I'm not even going to be on Facebook or Twitch, pretty much just here in the mornings, and then I'm going to be working on other things throughout the rest. So with that being said, I will try to get my hour still in over on Facebook, of course, but it's going to be probably at random times. It's going to be when I feel like it. I'm going to be making outside content. I'm going to try that route because streaming has pretty much failed me. So these might get cut down, they might not, depending on how all the other content goes and whatnot. So I will be keeping you guys posted, but as of right now, this is like the only streaming that I'm going to be doing. Share to the nation since... Okay, thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. Hey, Darren, what's going on, man? How you doing? Nate's in the house as well. Yay. The definition... What do they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I don't know who said that. We'll say it's a freaking Einstein statement, okay? I don't know who said it. It could have been Tom Cruise for all I know, right? Regardless, those words have been echoing in my head over and over these past few months, and what's not working, we need to change. So that's what I'm doing, and that's the best thing that I can think of. So you're not going to be seeing me much anymore, but you're going to be getting content in general, and I got to give that some time because that's a whole other beast as well. So it might take me more than a few weeks. It might take me more than a few months to get established to where I want to be. So it was Einstein? Okay. Perfect. Well, then call me Einstein. Him and I share the same birthday anyways. But with that being said, pretty much streaming is done. Anywhere else other than 2 hours here a day. And like I said, this still may go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, depending on how the other content that I put out is doing, how well it would be doing. We'll see. So it's all a crapshoot, but I got to change something because, sorry guys, and I mean it's not it's not your fault. It's just that it's not the same beast that it was. It's not the same beast that streaming once was, and yeah. So that's the news. Like I said, I'll be repeating myself a little later as well. But my streaming is pretty much cut. Probably won't be doing I won't be doing like late night streams or anything like that with anybody. Might every once in a while hop in a game or two, but I'm not stepping away from social media. I'm not stepping away like that or anything like that. I gotta shift gears and try something different because this isn't working. So it's all Darren's fault. Sure, why not? Sam, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Should we keep being a supporter on Facebook? I mean, I'm not leaving Facebook. I'm not leaving there. So I mean, that's all up to you. Here's the thing. I'm not shutting down any of my support stuff. Because it's not like I'm not putting out content in general. I'll be putting content out. It's just not live streams. It's not live streams. I'm going to try to go the route where I've seen probably more success, long-term success over streaming other than being the select few, I guess you could say, that have made it as far as they have and whatnot. But video, content creation it's gotten people pretty far through some outlets there. So we're gonna try our hand at that, and if that doesn't work out, well then we just after that I don't know what else there is. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. Maybe take a couple year break from social media and start something business-wise that has nothing to do with social media. Who knows? We'll see. But that's how it's been, guys, and I like to keep it 1,000% transparent with you guys, and since we haven't been able to have a stream of new folk in general, over here's been our best bet. It's been extremely well. I can't. The reasons why I can't do it is I just can't do it anymore. So we'll see what happens. The future of all the other stream stuff is, it's just we don't know. So one day it could take off, one day it could stay the same. But I'm not going to sit around and depend on those factors to do it. I'm the type that I make a change when there's a change that needs to be made, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Trying to wake up some more, though. It's Dennis's fault. Sure, we can blame Dennis, too. Or did you say Dennis in the first place and I read Darren? I might have just read Darren's, never mind. Dennis fault, yes. Sorry. I read Darren's name and Dennis's, or in Dennis comment. Yep, that's what happens when I'm discussing something, right? Came in late, I'm sorry. No, it's all good. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, Sam. I'm just not streaming. I'm just not streaming really essentially anymore other than over here for these morning ones. And then to get my hours in over on the book. And those book ones might be just chatting. I might just chat for 6 hours, a couple days in that month, just to get whatever hours I need there for my end of the deal here. How am I doing, Lewis? YouTube has super huge unbots. Yeah. Does this mean the sticky buns is gonna happen? Sticky buns. Wish, pal. Morning, Chase. What's going on? How you doing? Nikki's in the house as well. It's good to see you guys. So I didn't mean to, bring down the first part of the stream there with me telling you that literally I'm only going to be live essentially 2 hours a day, and maybe even only 2 hours a day for 3 days in a week. Over here, no cam, just kind of, working on the golf course type of thing. But I just can, as of right now, the reason why I decided to do that is I cannot keep doing these live streams are cutting into the content creation time for some outside content. It's just I don't have enough hours in the day. And like I said, if they turn out to be okay and they turn out to, you know, get something here in the coming months, then maybe I'll get back to streaming. But I don't know. We'll see. As of right now, if things don't turn around anywhere, you know, it's probably not gonna happen. So stop by. I'm in a class with the country or with the county right now. Oh, you're in a class. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, he switched over, and my decisions haven't. You know, it's not. I'm not switching over. I'm staying on Facebook as well. But oops, totally different thing here. But miss your face, can't keep it that way. Well, sorry, pal. That's what's going to happen here over these next few months. Bare minimum what I got to put on over there, and it's going to be more of it if I feel like it. If I happen to be like sick of working and whatnot, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll be spending a lot more time with Kelly at night, so I'm not going to be playing video games at night type of thing till, you know, later in the evening. But those will be pretty much, well, those will be offline, but I'll be possibly recording and making content out of all that stuff. That's kind of the goal I'm going to do. Is if I'm going to be playing, I'm going to be recording the whole thing, and then I'm going to go through the footage, and I'm going to shorten it up a bit and maybe do some, like, whatever, pick out the highlight type things, and not make a highlight clip, but like actually make content where, you know, it's still 20 minutes worth of video or 25 minutes worth of video in a 3-hour stream, or a 3-hour gaming session, I should say. So, but we get to we get to trim the fat and just kind of like show kind of the instead of, you know, let's say we're playing a hunting game just out of whatever, that tracking, guys don't need to watch the tracking for 4 hours. You can see the highlights of the tracking, and then, you know, the kill shot and all that kind of stuff, you know, that kind of thing. So we'll see, though. Hope things get better at some point. Yeah, well, we'll see. It's not looking very promising the way the economy, the way that's whole political thing that we're not going to go get into right now, ever actually on the stream. But I'm also going to be working on a new channel that Kelly and I are working on. Has nothing to do with her and I. It's actually going to be like a ghost account where nobody knows what it's going to be or who's running it type of thing. But we're hoping that it might get some traction. If that's the case, I'll tell you what. If a page like that takes off well enough, and we're the revenue, the income's coming in from that, well, then maybe I just actually come back and stream for fun. We'll see. But you don't know till you try, and I got to designate time for a couple different things like that. So I will not be able to stream more than just in the mornings here. So that is the announcement-ish. We can get off of that for right now. We can talk about it a little later when we see other new faces in here, so they can get the heads up, or we just don't. But here's what we're doing. We are going to be doing this pond, or this the river. We're going to actually finish connecting it, I hope, today. And then that other one with that other loader, we'll see where we're at with that. I don't really want to start working on any of the fairways because, well, I forgot this thing is filthy. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna buy ourselves a little. You know, a little. What was it under again? I don't remember. Tools. That's right. We're gonna put that bad boy right there. No, there's no water. Where are we getting the water source? I don't know. It's as bad as a pocket hose, isn't it? Don't forget to hit that bell button. Absolutely, the bell, and select what kind of notifications you want. You want all notifications or whatever the heck it is over here. That's what we want. I don't blame you on what you're doing. I support you on what you decide. Yeah, you know, here's the thing too. I kind of have some. Well, no, you know, we're not going to get into it. We don't. I don't need to talk about it anymore. So, Mr. Beetle Bets, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, things are tough all over. Hard to stay motivated. Not even about motivation. It's like going to work and not getting paid. So it's not even about motivation. I'm motivated. I'm there every day. Streaming like 3 times a day for, well, the past few months here even. So it has zero to do with motivation. I'm motivated 1,000% to do it. Otherwise, I never would have been. So not motivated. It's just the way the system is now in general, so it has nothing to do with motivation. Don't get that all twisted. Nothing about motivation. Nothing about that. You're good. I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Beetlebets. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, man. Morning, Brock. How you doing today, buddy? I gotta back that thing up here. Can you play with me? Nope, I don't play with anybody on here. I play myself here. I play with myself. That sounds so weird, but that's what I do. I just play solos on this. I don't need any help in this, but thank you. I appreciate you asking. Appreciate you asking there, ASMR. Did I smoke my pork butt? I absolutely did, and it turned out absolutely phenomenal. This only took 10 hours. I did it a little differently here. Last time, I did it lower and slower, but this time I went, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it at 275, because usually my favorite type of smoking is usually from, see, I like it when on that Traeger. The Traeger's a little different, of course, than other methods, but the Traeger, I like it at the 225, because then I can do that super smoke for a long time and really get a super smoke. But I decided I was going to try, oh my gosh, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Texas barbecue guy, skinny guy with the nerd glasses like I got. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember his name. Had a bunch of stuff on PBS back in the day. Younger guy, probably around my age, maybe a little bit older. He was in the movie The Chef. My goodness, the barbecue joint that they went to. Anyways, him. He's like, I do it at 275, and then I just pretty much went with what he did for the things, and it turned out magnificent. It only took 10 hours instead of 14 as well, so, or 13, and it turned out perfect. That top muscle, of course, if anybody knows any pork butt stuff, sometimes what happens is when you try to get every piece of that meat up to the temp that the breakdown temp for a long period of time, sometimes that top meat, if that top meat gets super tender, it's the ones they cut out for competition barbecue, essentially that top meat. If you know, you know. If you don't, hey, it's okay too. Let me try to explain it for you. It's a tougher, drier, larger fibrous muscle part. Anyways, right underneath that fat cap, there's like a string that goes through. Well, that if you try to get that super done, then a lot of times it'll dry out the other parts of the butt, because for that to get the temperature, the other ones are already at that temperature for a long while. Anyways, long story short, there was only probably, I'd say, it's not even that it was unedible. It was inedible. It was just a little tougher than everything else that just fell apart. It was perfect. It was beautiful. It was glorious. Thank you for asking, Mr. Two Stroke. Appreciate that. So missed out on yesterday's stream to try to figure out finances and all that kind of stuff, and try to figure what I'm going to try and doing, guys. So I am here today. I'm sorry for not being here yesterday, but obviously that took way more importance than coming here and streaming live for the morning there. I got a jump start on, ideas of what I need to do. So glad it came out good for you. I may do a brisket later this week. Nice. I still haven't done a brisket on that Traeger just yet. I have to. I got to do that. I just haven't had the motivation. The pork stuff has just been amazing. So we've just been kind of doing that. And not only that, but like, it's crazy because a big old 9-pound pork piece of pork there is next to. I mean, I think that pork shoulder, and it was a good cut of meat, was only like $20 or $18. Pork, it's cheap, You grab a brisket, you're looking at a qualitier one. When I say that, use that term lightly, from a grocery store. You're looking at what, 60s and 70s and 80s, and it's only 2 of us, so it's a lot of meat, and I don't want to give away everything that every time we do that. It's just I don't want to do that, and I don't like freezing all this stuff too much. I'm not a huge fan of frozen barbecue and then reheating it. It's just like, you got to be in the moment with barbecue, man. Oh, you got to be. Morning, Robert. How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing well this morning, yeah? I bought a half a cow, and it's a small. Oh, okay, that's right. I remember you saying you bought half a cow. I remember that, man. It's a 5-pounder. Oh, okay, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I also did, on supporter-wise, or membership, guys, I did enter in yesterday. If you caught the community post, I don't know if you see it or not. I did file for I just have the tier, the first, or not the first tier. Technically, it's the first tier. Level 1 or whatever, Country Club Bronze is going to be available here. I think it said it takes usually about 24 hours to clear it. It's a start. It's not finalized. I don't know if I can add stickers and things like that later. I'm pretty sure I can. But we'll figure out all that stuff later. And that, I don't know when that'll be available. So pretty soon you'll see on my main page, you'll see a join button. I don't think it's on there today, but you'll see a join button. I only have the $4.99 one on there right now. There will be other options, but you can always do that one until the other options come available. I need to figure out my schedule and what I can actually add and how I can actually do things to make it worth the value that I'll be putting on the other one. So it's your mom's birthday today. Nice, Daniel. Tell your mother happy birthday from everybody, huh? Everybody says happy birthday to your mom. How about that? Is that cool? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Well, I hope she has an awesome day. I hope you make her day awesome for her birthday. All right. I think I'm going to take a little break on this loader work here. Kind of mix it up a little bit here. And you know what? I think I'm going to bring this bad boy over. Might be able to take a couple dumps in there, or a couple scoops and put them in there. We're almost to the connecting creek there, so that's good. Almost to the creek, that the connection point, the conjunction junction, guys. We're almost there. All right, let's start this motor up. Get the cab of this bad boy. Woo. All right, so we're gonna lower, put it on lower, and get at it. Let's see if we can. There we go. Good. We're close enough where we can do that. So that's a huge plus. Intense. Did you ever get your controller thing fixed out? I think I read a little bit of the chat. Did you ever get that figured out? Did you ever get it fixed? Still drifting or what? I don't know what. I don't know exactly. I couldn't really. I don't think understand what you're saying about the twist thing. Was you said? I think I thought I saw a keyword being it's common. I guess I don't know. I'm good. Making my way home through Ohio. Nice, man. Nice. Stay safe driving out there, buddy. Stay safe driving out there. Let's take the sod off the top here. Let's see what we're getting into here. I just turned the dang thing off. So weird. It's common apparently with Thrustmaster. You haven't had it that long. You think you can get some sort of warranty work out of it, or I would assume. I love how there's like an issue with something. It's like, oh, it's a common problem. Like that always makes it okay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it happens often. Like, wait, well, what's Thrustmaster doing about it? Oh, you know, it happens all the time. Okay, you never answered what I said. You know what I mean? Like, not you. I'm speaking, obviously, theoretically. Frustrated since I was getting used to the sliding cam around as I went. Well, okay. So, question I have, I guess, is. Do you run Thrustmaster's? Please tell me you're not running Thrustmaster's like program itself, right? You just plug and play it, correct? Because you don't need the Thrustmaster. You don't need the Thrustmaster program to run these. So if this is just a thought, the guy I am to try to solve problems here and try everything to do so. Warranty, but what I've read, it happens pretty commonly, so we'll likely be back. Yeah, I don't use the Thrustmaster program. It could be the program is what I'm leading up to here. Oh, okay, just checking. How did you? Oh, you shut it off just in game, so you didn't shut. Okay. I thought you meant you, like, turned that key off. Okay. Not unbound it in-game. Gotcha. Because you said you shut it off. I thought you were disabling it, like, through, like, their software or something. Because, you know, not just unbound the key in-game. I gotcha. Now I'm picking up what you're laying down. You were in Indy yesterday. They have a fudge factory called Uranus. Oh, gosh. You're kidding me, right? That's hilarious. So, like, the best fudge wrong comes from Uranus. Oh, jeez. That's just something in there. Which was a default. I never had a, when plugging in my controller, I never had a default for those. That's interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting. Can you imagine seeing a big billboard that says that? Yes, but not in that state. I could definitely see that like a Las Vegas thing or some sort of gimmicky thing, maybe in like Area 51, Roswell or something like that. But definitely not in Indy. Just a chocolate fudge store that's talking about Uranus fudge. That's funny. Like, what in the world? That's only frustrating because I got used to the device and now it's gone through me. Oh, I bet. I bet, man. Ugh. When I change one of the buttons to like cut the wood for logging when it's different from what it had been for however long, it throws me off, and that's one little thumb button. I bet, man. I bet. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. What's worse is, you know, you get so used to something. Well, it's always the worst when you get used to something and then it either changes. Like right now, I'm getting used to it again. Of course, things take getting used to, but when things are actually broken, it's a different story. But like the Premiere 5, my Adobe programs, they changed like the whole export system, and I liked the old export system because it felt like I could get better picture quality on my exports because I could do it a little differently than it is now. But I don't like the new interface. They made it really like mobile style where it was like it just doesn't have the same feel to it. I hate when things change. I like change, but I hate when things change, if that makes any sense. It usually takes me a little bit, then I'm like, okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I like this. Oh, I like this, but creatures of habit, that's right. Absolutely. I bet loading wood was a disaster. I mean, it normally is anyways for you, but still, I bet you it was even more of a disaster. Exporting change, that was annoying, kind of feels cheap, if that makes sense. The exporting change was annoying. Feels kind of cheap, if that makes sense. It does not make sense. But that's okay. It doesn't, you know, your comments always don't need to make sense. You know, we can have some that don't make sense, right? There's no law against that. There's no law against that. All right. All right, this is what I needed this morning. It's definitely what I needed this morning. A little digging going on. And it's a nice, quiet morning over here. No Dennis. Oh, man. Frank, good morning, man. How you doing, buddy? I'm going to start vegging here. I'm going to be like, while I'm playing this. Just so, like, all right. Dig, 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 dig. Take a swig of this coffee. That's better. So yeah, if you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button, press that like button. More content on its way here via video, not streaming mostly. But for now, we are going to be streaming the rest of this week in the morning here at the same time. And then possibly stream only 3 days a week here going out. And that's the only place that I'm streaming. Facebook, I got to get my hours in, so I'll just probably do like a hanging out streams type of thing over there just to get the time that I need in. Other than that, pretty much done gaming and streaming here for quite some time, other than right here, these 2 hours in the morning. Oh, Frosty. Heads bounded. Uh-oh, going back to sleep. This is for you, my friend. Frosty, you know the rules, pal. You know the rules. Thank you for that $9.99 super chat, but you know the rules, pal. Especially in these times, pal. Stop that. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Wow, wow. That's right, wow, wow. Mouse, wow, wow. Big Rig Frosty coming in hot, huh? Wow, wow. What, Frank, you just come in and say hi and that's it? Huh, Frank? Comes in and says hi and then doesn't, like, reply back. If they're doing well and then reply back. Typical Frank, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, typical Frank. I always have that new job now. Always working. What the heck? Oh, my goodness. That's pretty much how I'm going to be, guys. My new quote-unquote job of what I'm going to be doing here. It's going to be me dropping in, saying hi, and then gone. Oh, there he is. All right, perfect. Maybe I'll say I'm good, sir, too, and then I'll just head on up. He's that knucklehead, absolutely. Frosty's that knucklehead. I forget there's a little bit of a delay here. I don't have it on that super fast, ultra low latency, but I don't have it on normal either, because normal really brought a lot more time into it. I'll tell you what, real pain in the butt. All this sod again here on top. I've been liking doing it this way. I've been liking cleaning that off so we can get that nice little that sod off there, so that we can get right down to the good dirt to dig. You know, way too much of a delay sometimes. Oh yeah, normal latency. Yeah, video quality. I don't know if I really noticed too much of a difference, to be honest with you, because I have streamed them all three, and I wanted normal latency because it said I could turn captions on. Well, captions never really ended up working. I wish I could have captions on, because I do recall from Facebook, we had actually a decent amount of members who were unable to hear, were like either partially deaf or had a hearing issue. And I had gotten, this was when it was really popular, I had gotten messages of, hey, I noticed your captions were turned off today, and I'm like, oh shoot, like that's when every time you loaded up the dashboard, you had to check it, because it would not work even though you didn't change it from the day before. Maria, hi Maria, how you doing, Mama Maria? I'm doing all right, It's like real life digging, right? Exactly. Clearing that topsoil, that patch of grass on top, and then going for it. Wow, there's a name called PODO, named PODO. Good morning. I don't know who he is. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're like a Dennis troll, or if you're just someone who's just a really big fan. Did I miss Call of Duty stream last night? Nope. I'm not streaming on anything anymore other than this in the mornings, and this might still only go to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So nope, you didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing. I'm going to content creation more on that side because the streaming thing is not working out as it used to. So I got to do something different. Kind of, if you want to watch the first part of the stream, I kind of explained that, but I'll go over it real quick here as well. I will not be streaming essentially anymore, other than my morning ones over here. I'm going to be working on content creation outside of it. Hopefully that takes off. If that takes off or does a little bit of something here, it's just ad revenue from those. Hopefully we get some more views than what we get in general. Just the ad revenue, though, it's pennies on the dollar, will be more than what we've been getting in revenue for streaming every day, 3 times a day. So I am making the change, making the executive decision. I'm not going to be streaming really anymore. I will be streaming on the book just to get my hours in, so that's not a lot. It's not a lot of time on Facebook. I won't be streaming anything on Twitch for a long while again here. If I even go back to streaming, if the content creation outside of streaming goes well, I won't be streaming anymore. That's just the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. If I end up, let's put it this way, if I end up revenue-wise making more on the videos than I was when I was streaming in these times, I'm just going to stick with that until times change. Which who knows if streaming times will ever change again. I just don't know. Nobody does. It's kind of like the crypto market. Nobody just knows what the heck's going on, right? So the streaming side of things are possibly coming to an end, but the content creation is not. So that does suck. But at the same time, hey, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do to progress, grow, and keep striving to what I'm looking for in life. So, you know, there's that huge, heavy announcement comment, whatever, right there. It's the way it goes, you know. Some of the settings are a bit annoying. Oh, with wait, what, in Facebook? I was talking about Facebook captions not turning on. Is that what you're talking about as well? That dashboard is absolute trash. It's horrible. I don't mind the YouTube one. I wish some of the things would stay so I don't have to put them in every morning, but that's okay. Hey, you know what? I'm all right with that. Aaron just wanted to see my reaction. Well, I appreciate it. That was funny, man. That was funny. I laughed inside. I wanted to find out who the heck it was first before I gave them like the whatever. Because if it was a putz that's actually annoying like Dennis, I would have been like, okay, you. That was funny, man. Waiting for a tractor tire from FedEx. Ah, there you go. I'd say you miss everybody. Obviously, you've been busy, my lady. You've been busy. Late night Call of Duty with Frosty are great. Yep, and they're no more. So you caught what I said, right, Frank? I don't know if you were listening or not. So you're like, late night Call of Duty with Frosty is great. Yeah, but I'm not doing that anymore. So I don't know if you caught what I was saying or if you only heard what you wanted to hear. I won't be streaming essentially anymore on any other platform other than here for maybe 3 days a week. Maybe that's kind of thought. So I don't know if you caught that or not. I was very, very confused by that comment. Okay, you got it? All right, cool. You meant to say we're great, not are great, right? Frank's that guy right now, guys. Frank's that guy. Using the wrong word. Oh, man, those are great. You meant we're great. Oh, yeah, we're, because you literally just said you're not doing that anymore. Ha-ha. All right. So this is going all right. How we're going to connect these, it's going to be a nice little transition as well. You will miss me yelling at Frosty? Absolutely. Maybe we'll just have to record my voice and I'll play it in the background. I'll play it on a 24-hour stream. How about that? Me just yelling at people. I think that's a great idea. So, yeah. I mean, I'll still be putting out content. It's just not going to be live like none of it is going to be live. So that might be also another thing that I can do over on put some added content everywhere. Who knows? I don't know. That's if it all works out. If it doesn't, well, your pal PODO tried, and well, it's nice knowing you guys. I'll have to use my equipment here for other good instead of streaming. Yeah. Makes it very, very sad. Love it. I love you guys too, you know, but it's just not. Here's the thing, you know, you can send hopes and prayers on a Facebook page. You can send, you know, anything and everything. It just doesn't have the same. It just, you know, it doesn't. You know, it just doesn't do it. And I don't expect anything, FYI, guys. Never, like, take this personal as a community. You guys have gone above and beyond with essentially financial support for the past however long. It is not, you know, I do feel that I feel the need to, like, you know, explain kind of like, you know, parents split up type of thing. And it's not the kid's fault. Well, it's not the community's fault. It's not the community's fault. It's well, there's a lot of things at play here. So you guys have supported me for a very, very long time, and I am beyond thankful for that. It's just time to find some other new support. I'm saying revenue-wise. You guys are always supporting me. I mean, look, we got 44 people in here right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, when I say support, it can mean two different types of things. I should say financial support. I would never, you know, or I don't ever expect anything from anyone. I never have. I never will. And you guys are that community that I don't expect, like, oh, just because you're here, you need to be paying or anything like that. Unfortunately, what's happened is that supply line of new views and new people, and, you know, the way the economy is right now, there's a lot of variables. There's a lot of variables, and you know, it's life. It's all life goes. You know, does it suck? Oh, freaking absolutely, absolutely does. But you know me, I'm probably the most transparent streamer you'll know, in whether it be in this community or not. I keep you guys posted with everything. I literally tell you guys when the goods and the bads, the celebrations and the not so good stuff, the stuff that a lot of other streamers won't share with you. I'm there open with you, so that's why we can talk a little different. You know what, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we aren't like any other stream, because no other stream is able to talk to you guys about some of the issues that I have the way I have. They're afraid to, they're scared, they don't want to bring their community in and do it. I'm going to tell you, you know, I've told you guys every single day, if I'm in a good mood, if I'm in a bad mood. We all have good and bad mood days. I sit there and tell you. Other ones won't tell you. They'll just, you'll see it in their streams and things like that. But I think that's what makes us unique here, guys, is we can literally talk about whatever. YouTube's telling me to run an ad right now, so I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to run that ad. Make sure you guys check out this ad. If it's a long one, don't have to watch it. If it's a short one, please do take that extra 15 seconds of your day here to watch it. You might not even get one at all, so you might not even get one at all. All right, let's see here. Jeremy, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. You've helped me through some very tough times, and you know what? I mean, I wish. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Absolutely love hearing that. You know, had some sort of something to do with whether it's like a recovery type of thing or a depression type of thing or whatever I was able to do to, you know, help keep your mind off of whatever it may have been. That's great. That's great. You know, I really like hearing that. Those are probably the coolest things to hear out of everything that we've ever done on the streams. So many streamers leaving. I miss Angry Jay, but everyone needs what's best for them. Yep, absolutely. Like I said, stream-wise, we're cutting a ton. I'll be doing content creation though, and you know, I've always found like to do things for myself, or not for myself, by myself. Seems to be the most efficient too, because it's always difficult to try to line up other people for things. So there'll be a lot of content creation in general, including, you know, farm sim stuff too, like quite a bit over here. More video, more VODs than live though. Hey GT, what's up, man? Intense. So you're saying it's our fault? Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the 650 and knucklehead. Once again, I see what you did there. You took YouTube's cut out, so I do get the actual $5 super chat. I appreciate that, my man. See, you're always thinking about me, pal. You're always thinking about me. I appreciate that intense. All right, let's move it over to the the other side over here. Now that we got this one built, we got those connected. We'll clean that stuff up here in a little bit. I want to hop in the other. What do I got going on here? We need to figure out. I'm going all the way to the road, I think, for right now. I think. I blame Mr. Fake Beard at Tupperware Man. Hey, blame him all you want, pal. See that? He sent $650. All right, so you can blame him all you want. All right, he's the real deal, the Holyfield. Now I'm starting to sound like Guy Fieri. Economy has a big part of it, I believe. Yeah, but things. Here's the thing about that. My theory on it. Now this is just theory from being experienced. I have the most experience out of any of the streamers that you've known from within our community type of thing. I've been doing it longer, and I've seen multiple platforms, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, long story short, the economy does have something to do with it, but not to the extent of the reach just totally went to crap. You got to remember, like, COVID, a lot of people were out of jobs, and all they were doing is getting a little stimulus check every once in a while type of thing. So it's not like people were doing so great during, like, the COVID times. That would have been the real test. Yes, people were spending more time at home and weren't really doing too much. But guess what? In the COVID time, a lot of people, didn't have jobs going through the whole thing because they were non-essential workers and all that kind of stuff. Sure, some got to work from home. But guess what happened? There was a huge turn. People were actually spending money while making less money during COVID. It's literally like facts. It's facts. People were buying new cars and this and that, and that's why there was a major shortage in a lot of stuff, and that's why you saw prices change with things and whatnot, is because people were actually buying in the supply. It wasn't there for them because people weren't making cars and things like that, making the chips for it and stuff like that, because non-essential things, blah, 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 products and all that kind of stuff, the trickle-down theory. And so yes and no when it comes to an economy type of issue. For my belief in it, from my experience that I've seen, I'm going to go ahead and say it is actually a distribution issue. And I don't mean distribution of, like, oh, hey, we're going to, like what Robert's doing, truck driving and bringing things in. I'm talking product that all of our streamers, I don't, the oversaturated thing, there's people who say it's an oversaturated streamer market what are you new? Because streaming has been big for a very, very long time, and everybody and their mothers, especially during COVID, it was even higher than what it is now. So it's not a streaming it's not a streaming saturation issue. No way. I don't believe that for 1 second. Because there's always been a ton of streamers throughout time that the streaming has started. So anyways, I don't believe in that. Like I said, when it comes to the economy thing is, people also pick and choose things. Summertime slows down usually, but I don't think it's not a seasonal thing this time. It just happens to be a distribution thing, because you got to remember, just because us and the thousands of people within our communities, that whatnot, there's still millions of people out there that have no idea what we do is a thing. You got to remember that. And my example of that is go to a grocery store, okay? Go to a grocery store. This would probably be the best place. Go to a grocery store and ask them and say, listen, I'm a streamer. They'd be like, well, ask them, what's your job? And let's say they just tell you their job, say, I'm a streamer. I guarantee you, at the grocery store, and all ages at a grocery store, there will be, well, what's that? You got to remember, there is so many, just because we know about something doesn't mean the whole world knows about it, right? Doesn't mean the whole world knows about streaming and what it is and what it's actually about and how positive it is, in the right classes, of course, or in the right streams. But people don't know what it is still. It's not like it's like if you go and ask them or tell them you're a nurse, they know exactly what that is. It's still not a common place, though we in the community, and I'm talking streaming community, think that it is. People don't. Do you really think, like, my parents, they didn't know. I got some older friends that are still like, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't understand exactly what you do, but congrats on on the success that you have had, because that's awesome and whatnot. But they don't know what it, like, it's not a common, this isn't a common thing just yet, you know? It's not common enough where the whole world knows what that is. You ask anybody what a nurse is, they know what it is. They know what it is. I told people I was a lineman. That actually another great example. Lineman, every single person here should know what a lineman is, because that's how you get power to your house, from that lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, they don't know what a lineman is, what the job is. We're like, well, we're the ones that bring party. Oh, they're always like, oh, football, you're a football player. No, I'm a lineman. Okay, so football? No, not football. Exactly, Intense, exactly. And that's how people work. So that is how streaming is. So I don't think it was ever, it's never been a saturated, too many streamers, too many of them. No, it's the how their information is getting distributed out to people. That's the problem. That's the problem. And if you're not a big namer, or you weren't some sort of, like, I'll tell you right now, kiss asses go a real long way too as well. And it's kind of sad, because if that's who you are, man, oof, definitely have ended those friendships. Definitely wouldn't want to be part of that. Yuck. Yeah, no thanks. But watch the first ad. Send one was 3 minutes long. You didn't have to watch the 3 minute long one, man. I appreciate that. You really didn't have to, though. Thank you, though. I miss a lot of shut up Mianos and stop calling me Matt moments. Yeah, it happens. Times change. I don't. I like fresh new things. One of the things that I actually have been like, okay, is imagine going to the same place every single day, talking about the same thing, saying the same one-liners, saying the same thing over and over. For me, that gets, conversational-wise, that gets boring. It gets stale, it gets stagnant. I don't want to come in and talk to you about the same thing every day, okay? Hence me not coming in here talking about how I'm digging in the game. If you guys haven't noticed this by now, I don't enjoy the same conversation over and over. Otherwise, I could talk to you guys about, all right, well, I'm digging here. I'm going to move this dirt, and then I could be strictly just talk about this game. But this game is super repetitive that it would just, and I get really, like, bored with the conversation if it's the same conversation over and over. And I almost feel like that has happened. Like, we don't have any days off from each other, okay? So conversation starts to get a little quieter because we're just literally talking about the same thing every day. Kind of like when you go to work with your coworkers, you're just like, well, what's new today? Oh, nothing. Well, I was with you for 8 hours yesterday. Yeah. So what's going on? Same day. Maybe what we need, maybe what my channel needs, not speaking for anybody else's channel or anything like that, maybe we just need spaces between streams. Maybe we need a conversation that we can get a little more engaged in instead of the same old thing over and over. Maybe we just need some sort of space to, have a couple days in between of like, oh, what had happened? Well, a lot of things can happen in a couple days. Like, you get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? If it doesn't make any sense, well, it does. It makes complete sense. It's just if it doesn't, then you don't understand what I'm talking. Hey, less streaming means you will have more time to hang out in the League of Rockets with us. No. It's not playtime, pal. It's crunch time, This is, I don't know, my career that I'm looking at. I'm not going to be playing games. With them creeks, now I want to go to, but you should go to, and that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, Frank. I haven't gone tubing in forever. I'm trying to think the last time I was in a public pool even was... I take that back. I was in the hot tub a couple months ago, so at Palm Springs when we went there. Makes sense. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, there you go. See you later, Maria. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Maria. There's still some people who haven't even stopped by here in 68 streams who I thought would have stopped by at least one time, but I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. All right. So, we are going to get this to the road, which it's not too much further behind us. It's not too much further behind us, is it? With this bucket, it kind of is a long way. Maybe I'll start cleaning up stuff again here shortly. We're gonna take a couple scoops again in the in that loader. We're gonna take a couple scoops in that loader. All right, where are we at, loader? There it is. Man, I've got a lot of spoils to collect here. Holy cow. That's good enough spot for it. The beginning here, we'll have to, I'm going to turn that beacon on. I like the way it reflects off of the bucket. I think that's pretty cool. They did a nice job with thinking about that. Small details, baby. It's in the details. It's in the details. Sam, get them snowmen out of here, pal. And of course, I'm sure, you know, it's not like you could just make a decision to stream less and it not have an effect. Like, as of right now, essentially, your guys' supportage through, like, you know, actual Facebook support, like exclamation point supportage over there, like that type of thing. That's pretty much all. That's pretty much all the revenue I'm getting. Ad revenue is next to nil. Stars have dramatically dropped. So pretty much it's a very difficult decision even to be less over there, because then that'll give, you know, that'll be more of people deciding that, well, I haven't seen it for a while, I'm going to stop my supportage. So that right there for the content creation in general has pretty much been my only bread and butter, my only, you know, source of income, essentially. So it was a very difficult decision for me to even think about what I'm doing here. I had to talk to Kelly, and I'm like, listen, there's going to be, it's going to be even more rough. And I go, I guarantee you people are going to drop over there. People are going to drop over there once they hear that I'm only going to be over there the, like, bare minimum that I have to and whatnot. I'm like, it could be a really rough few months. So I'm like, I needed to think of exactly what I'm going to do for these next few months. And it's not an easy decision. I'll tell you that right now. It's not an easy decision, especially when you've been doing it for so long here again. It's definitely not an easy decision, but hey, Joe with the GGs, get them GGs out here. It's lame that I can't send stars from my game page. Oh, I haven't been able to, Facebook is so broken, I haven't been able to buy stars for my personal account or buy them from my gaming page. Haven't been able to buy stars for the past 4 months, and I've shook that stupid thing, you know, shake for whatever and right what's wrong. Yeah, I did. I haven't gotten a single word back. I haven't. Nothing's gotten fixed. Nothing's gotten fixed. Yeah. So, you know, what do you do, right? What do you do? I'll tell you what you do. You grab some dirt here, or you grab some stones here. You grab some stones, and you put them in the dump. I also want to be clear, if this is your first time being here, if you're watching this replay, I do apologize. I'm just giving all my supporter, the community in general, all the supporters and stuff like that, that have been supporting me for the past few years, just giving them an update of how my stream stuff's going to be changing and whatnot. So don't take it as a walking in here going, what in the heck? This guy, all he's doing is complaining about. I'm not complaining. I'm giving everybody a heads up of what's happening here within the franchise. We're gonna call it a franchise. We can call me the PODO franchise. Let's do it within the franchise. All right. Do you want to be a PODO franchise member? You can own and operate your own. Oh man. I should have one of the tiers called the franchise. That'd be funny. The franchise. Nobody owns PODO, but you can own a part of me for the right price. PODO franchise. That's funny. Okay, why did not? What the heck? That was really weird. I don't think I've ever seen it really do that. Oh, then again, I do have that new, I don't know if, no, that's just camera angle stuff. Never mind. It's not a thing. It should be. It should be. Barefoot too, no socks on, pal. Definitely not drop my sportage over there, no matter how little you are streaming. Thank you, I appreciate that, Sam. That does mean a lot. See, you know, and here's the thing too. Like, there will be a lot of people that won't understand that I'm still putting out content type of thing, and that still takes time and effort and all that stuff. They'll just go watch. You know, they'll probably pull their supportage on any whatever platform it may be. They'll pull their supporters. They'll stop it. They'll end it. Because I'm not streaming, but they'll go and watch all the videos that I'm producing or making and not think anything of it. Just like you'd go and search something on YouTube and be like, oh no, you know, they're probably making ad revenue off of that. That's fine. Or if you don't even think like that, just like, oh, free content. The person behind it just didn't take all the time in the world to create that for us to watch and enjoy. I'm gonna pull my supportage. That's absolutely, but it's got to be sockless, Joe. It's got to be sockless, pal. Little thing with support too, you know, you get more money from Facebook, so there's tier 1, 2 membership, so I'd rather keep it. Yeah, absolutely, yep, because over here I'd only get like $3.70 or something like that. Over there I get the full 5. So yeah, you know, that's one way of looking at that as well. You know, there's that. There is that. I also will be painting. I'm going to have time off camera. I will be painting, so I will be selling paintings. I got to get back into selling paintings. But, not, you know, my paintings, price-wise, aren't for the faint of heart. Some people calling out, hey, can you do, you know, or how much for that one up there? I'm like, well, that one's blah, blah, blah. They're, okay, cool, next paycheck, I'll talk to you. And then they never talk to you again because they're like, boy, that's expensive. But that's how they've always been, and they've always sold at that, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna be doing some. I think the first painting back. What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do a Vecna one from Stranger Things, and that's gonna be a larger one. I think I might do that on a 24 by 36. Here's the thing about the painting stuff too. I'll be able to like paint when I want, and not paint when I don't want. And some days I'll come in and I'll paint whatever. I'm not doing any of that on stream, or I don't even think I'm doing any time lapse videos. It just doesn't make. To set it up and do all that kind of crap, it just does not by the end of it. Until I can get back into maybe a groove of things. For a lot of paintings, I won't be doing anything. I've sold a lot of paintings throughout when I started painting. Yeah, so I mean, they did. I'll be posting things on TikTok though, probably about my painting stuff. Not necessarily like live streams and stuff. That'll get a whole new broad audience. In fact, that is one part that we're going to be touching quite a bit with my my pages is on TikTok, which I have been for my farm one. It's been actually going really well for what it is. Farm Sim's a niche over there. I just want to be able to get that one up to the time where then I can try doing a couple streaming videos over there for that. I got to get to 1,000 I think followers over there for you to be able to get the actual live button. But I think that would do real well because, once again, it's a market that people don't know about this, and it's huge in exposure. So, art's tough love. Get to get art just hard to save up for that stuff. Art is tough love to get art just hard to save up for that stuff sometimes. Oh yeah. You're talking about on the purchasing side. Gotcha. Yeah. Don't you make money on YouTube off of just viewers? I'll tell you what that money comes down to. For give or take, for every 1,000 views, maybe you can make about $2. So that would mean you would have to be sustainable. You would have to have like and actually make it whatever, like 1 million views on every single thing. And as you see, we get 1,500 views here. See, I was basing on like, okay, cool, we could do this a little bit more, a little bit longer. But we were getting 4 and 5,000 views on these live streams. I'm like, okay, so you know, that's anywhere from $2 to like $12 1,000 views. It changes, and they pay different for whatnot. Depends on if you get auction ones. Depends on if people watch the ad revenue or ads and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. So maybe I might be able to make, you know, $20 at least, you know, 2 hours of work. That's $10 an hour. Okay, which is you know, still higher than like minimum wage. So okay, cool, $10 an hour. You know, over the ad revenue type thing. Okay, cool, whatever. Like that would be not sustainable, but definitely worth doing every single day type of thing where you don't have to base it off of people sending super chats or anything like that. You could just literally base somewhat of a revenue off of ads, you know, a couple $100 a month type of thing, consistently on top of the other things that I do. Okay, cool. That, you know, helps fill a void. But unfortunately, Joe, it is not the you need the millions of views and hundreds of thousands of views to really actually see any kind of ad revenue. I mean, literally, like yesterday or Monday, I made $2.13 in ad revenue. Okay, $2.13 in ad revenue. That's $10 a week. So not even $10 a week. Well, I mean, a little over $10. I'm sorry, I said $2.13, right? Yeah. So that I had high hopes for it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said, I'd be able to, you know, for $20 a day, it's more than I've been making lately anyway. So it's like, okay. Can you know, do that for now and really get this going. Well, that plan backfired when all of a sudden, when we signed partner or got monetized over here, it really changed everything because all of a sudden after that, we're only getting like a max of like 1,800 views instead of our 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views that we were getting those first few months after the first few months there. Hey, Cliff, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. Pez is in the house as well. Yay. Bon. Hello, Bon. How are you doing today? I'm going to clear this spot a little bit here, so I'm going to keep picking from this side here just a little bit. Yeet Boy's in the house as well. Noam, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Do I have live chat on? No, yes. No, wait, I do. Yes, I do. Never mind. Interesting. You get to go to physical therapy today? Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. Hopefully everything's all right, or hopefully everything gets I guess I don't know what's up. How's Pez doing this morning? And how's Bon? Nikki, oh God, I know, right, Nikki? Great. You know what that means. I mean, I don't, but you know what that means, pal. I can minimize the video while doing other things like on Twitch. Yep, you can do that here on YouTube. Yes, you can. See, yet another thing that Facebook was lacking. All right. My goodness, this thing is getting dirty already. Look at the roof of this thing. Look at the top of the cab. All right, I'm going to try maybe we'll do a little bit of a different view here for a little while. Take care of this. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Everyone's mad I kept winning last night. Attaboy. Oh, boy. I mean, it's because I wasn't there, but that's cool. Attaboy. We played Counter-Strike again late last night. Me, Frosty, Stearman, and Obi. We played Counter-Strike last night. And, of course, headshot machine over there. I'm actually, I forgot how good I was at that game. I'll be probably making some actual videos of it since I'm not gonna be streaming really anymore. I'm gonna be making videos probably of that stuff here. And I hope to have, like, I don't know, I got to figure out exactly what kind of mode I'm going to go in with these videos, but I had fun just playing. Aw, shucks. Sucks to hear the news, but you still got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Stetson, you know. It's time for me to, you know what, and this is a rare thing. It's like, it's time for me to think about me. Not like I mean, I'm not a very selfish person. So it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, well, it's hard for me to think about me and do whatever, because don't think, you know, inside my head and my heart that I'm like, you know, I don't even want to talk about it because I'll get kind of whatever, but I do feel like I'm letting people down. I'm letting myself down and letting people down by not being there essentially every day, because I just always have been type of thing. You know what I mean? So that pretty much sucks. Hey, Waldo, what's going on? Hey, oh, it's Wes. How you doing, Wes? I won't remember that, but how you doing, Wes? Hopefully all is well, man. Honestly, I never played Counter-Strike. Wouldn't know how to do. Well, you should try it sometime. Just go into some public servers, a bunch of pub scrubs. Once you start getting into the ranked ones, which I think I might put some time into it, I might actually go and do that. We'll see. It's an old classic, man. I used to do tournaments, real-life LAN tournaments and stuff like that to go to, like, bigger things that way back in the day. Counter-Strike 1.6, 1.4, 1.5 beta. I was all part of that. So it's kind of nostalgic. It's kind of nice. Game hasn't really changed too much from then, which is really cool too. To have like a 30-year-old game. Ooh-wee. You know? Ooh-wee. What's Counter-Strike? Counter-Strike's it is a PC game. I think they tried to put it on console. I think it failed miserably. It's just not a console, type of shooter. It's an old classic. Like, think of, a lot of games have copied it. Valorant is kind of like a copy of it without all the Counter-Strike's without all the fancy, sorcery magic stuff as Valorant, and it is also there's another game. What's the one? Oh my goodness. Except your first person. What's the other one? Dr. Disrespect is actually a character in it. What's that game again? I can't remember what it's called. We used to play it every once in a while. Me, Frosty, and Raya. Dang it. No, not Overwatch. Dang it. Pez was winning. Pez, you was winning, but it was fun. How you feeling, by the way? Did I hear something fire slaying that you're not feeling well? Did I hear that? Morning, Ryan. How are you doing today, buddy? Donnell, what's going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. They tried it on Xbox. I tried it once there. Didn't like it. Yeah, totally. It's totally different on console because they just like ruined it. It's not a console game at all, for sure. Rogue, yes. Rogue Squadron. Yeah. Minus the whole Battle Royale part, because isn't Rogue Squadron you fly in the 3 type of thing? I can't remember. Or no, what's the one where you... Whatever. Anyways, it's pretty much defusal of a bomb type of based game. Siege kind of copied it too. I mean, it was the game. Counter-Strike was the game and the only multiplayer game like that ever. Or at the beginning there. It's a Half-Life mod, essentially, so it is based off like the Half-Life engines, which the Half-Life, I can't remember if it is Half-Life or if it's Valve. I don't know if Valve is still there. I haven't followed their product that long. So, but yeah, no, it's Counter-Strike is definitely it's a 1-2 shot type of kill game, and it's a really good game. Especially when you got a beast of a computer, it's very smooth, very very quick. You can't zoom in down guns unless you have a scoped gun. Other than that, it's like almost like a hip fire type of thing. It's always been that way, which is awesome. I'm gonna get out of this and move this truck. I enjoy watching it every morning, but truly understand you got to do you and definitely not letting you down. Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, brother. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Actually, you know what? We're almost full with this, so we got probably about 5 or 6 more scoops, maybe. Let's see. Oh, no, we got a little bit more than that. A little more than 5 or 6 scoops. But I appreciate you saying that at least, buddy. Thank you, Jason. COVID decided. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Well, hopefully you feel better soon, man. Hopefully you feel better soon. Hey, Oregon, what's up, man? How you doing? What's the news? You missed it? Pretty much I'm not streaming anywhere other than here. And only for these 2 hours mornings, and it might only be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have to get my hours in on Facebook, but that's pretty much just going to be like just chatting streams, get like probably an 8 or 10 hour stream done one day, do that twice a month type of thing. I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch. I'm not going to be streaming over here, my other page. I'm not going to be streaming essentially at all. I'm switching over to content creation because streaming has proven that it is not where it's at right now for me. So I will be doing maybe Monday, Wednesday, Fridays here. But I'm going to be taking a step back, so I'll still be active-ish on Facebook of, whatever, like I said, to get my hours, but it's not going to be, like, probably the streams that we're necessarily accustomed to. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. We'll figure that out when that comes, but I'm spending too much on streaming, and it's pretty much just me being at home playing video games with my friends, and that's not what this needs to be for me. So pretty much I'm gonna be cutting out almost all streaming, but I'm still gonna be creating content in general, video post type of stuff and whatnot. But it's a sad day. It sucks. I won't be doing any more nighttime streams with the boys or anything like that. It's gonna be It's going to be full-on content creation work mode where it's going to be very interesting, but it's the only way that I'm going to be able to progress online here. And I know signs. I've noticed enough where I've had too many days with zero revenue, like zero revenue, where I just can't keep doing this. I gotta figure something else out. So. It's all good, Oregon. No big deal, man. No big deal. So for now, I still will be streaming this in the mornings and whatnot. This will pretty much be the only streams, and you won't be able to see my beautiful face, guys, unless I create content that has my beautiful face. Completely understand? Yeah. It sucks. It sucks. Turned into pretty much just playing video games with the boys like it used to be, but those were after I'd come home or after an 8-hour workday. So it's just one of those things. And, you know, who knows if I come back? I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If the pages that I'm creating outside of all these are doing well, then there might not be any more streaming PODO in general. We'll see. I've got a couple more channels that I want to. Well, one that me and Kelly are going to be operating and running. It's not going to be any association with us. We're going to see how well that works. I'm not going to be spreading it out to anybody. I'm not going to be talking about it or anything like that, other than I'm letting you know that I'm doing some sort of like incognito page on YouTube, TikTok, all the social media platforms it's going to be on. But I want to try to build something not associated with the PODO brand, because not everything needs to be the PODO brand, and that might actually help things change and go forward. You just never know. So you never know. It is a business, absolutely. I understand. Yep, it is. It absolutely is. And here's the thing too. Like accessibility, we've been as streamers. It's kind of actually a rare breed of how we've created the community that we do have and have had. Streamers are usually not as accessible as we have made it, and I think that may be a little bit of a double-edged sword. Obviously, we get to connect with our community members way more than, let's say a larger streamer. I'm not going to name names of larger streamers, but I'm talking big ones, guys. Not anybody within our community is big enough to be considered a large streamer. Those types of guys and gals that I'm talking about, they don't make themselves accessible, guys. You don't get to go play video games with them. You get to sit there, chat, and you get to throw emotes. You get to ask them over and over if they're able to play. Our community was a very, very rare community, guys. Look how many games as communities we all played together throughout these years. That doesn't happen. I need you guys to understand that does not happen within the streaming world. We had a very unique community, and I kind of wrote a little sentence essentially in my Discord. And the only way to succeed in the online thing is it's not about your community, it's about your fan base. Because here's what happens. If you guys, let's say you were able to play video games with me every single day, that puts me on the same, that puts me then as a streamer on the same, same perspective as just a friend, because you create that type of relationship and now you're friends, okay? Well, friends are different than fans, okay? On a whole, there's a bunch of levels. We don't even really need to go into that. As soon as you take that not mystique, but that like, okay, I want to play with this. I want to play Counter-Strike with this person. I want to play Call of Duty with this person. Blah 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 blah. And you always want to. Today might be the day. Today might be the day, guys. Today might be the day that I get to play with them. Oh my gosh, today might be the day. So you come back every single day. You do this, every single day. You do that every single day. All of a sudden, like, people see that, like, oh my gosh, like, I have a chance to maybe play with. Oh, cool. And they stick around, okay? Because there's this thing in their head of, I'll be able to play with this person. I don't think our community understands fully, completely, I guess you could say, and this is just my 100% honest opinion, is how fortunate that you're able to play with the streamers that are doing this. It's not, it's you go anywhere else, they'll have maybe a community game every couple months type of thing and whatnot. You know, for a long while there, we were playing together. You know, lots of us were playing together, not just streamers, but also the people within the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's all a mental game when it comes to online, guys. And you gotta be like, you gotta try to figure it out. You gotta try to figure out, because here's the thing. People go and watch. I'm gonna use Doc because I absolutely watch Doc. I'd love to play with him sometime. Okay, cool. He's my favorite streamer, hands down. Always has been, always will be. Dr. Disrespect has the most amazing persona. He has done so well. I'm very envious in a good way of like how he's created something so magnificent. It is magnifico. It's a beautiful thing, okay? But guess what? He doesn't go and play with people in his chat. So those people in the chat are going to go into that chat, be more active to try to possibly, you know, sway or whatever to be able to play with their favorite streamer. You don't get to go to, you know, it's not like you get to go out to dinner with Tom Cruise, the actor. It's not like you just get to invite him to dinner and he'll go out to dinner with you. No. But that thought of it would be like, oh my God, that would be so cool. So what happens when you go and have dinner with Tom Cruise every night? What happens when you're streaming with Dr. Disrespect every day? It becomes a friendship. Friendships are different than fan base. And unfortunately, and I'm just telling you, not how I want it and not how I treat things. I'm telling you, this is how the internet is. This is nothing to do with like necessarily me or us, but you will not succeed longevity-wise. Longevity? Be as long of a creator if you're super accessible. If someone can message you and you answer them back every single time with every message, your accessibility it's kind of not ruining, it doesn't ruin it. It's a poor business decision to be so accessible, because now you become just a friend with the person. And guess what? Friends will, there's a few things about what friends do. Friends see friends succeeding, and as much as they say you go, they stop supporting, if that makes any sense. Does that make any sense? It completely does, the way I'm speaking of it and referring to it, because your friends some friends want to see you succeed, or all friends should want to see you succeed. But then when you do start succeeding, they start taking back their supportage, because they see you're succeeding and go, oh, well, they're doing just fine. So then their supportage type of thing backs off. Like, it's a weird, I'll tell you, it's more in the psyche of everything. It's way deeper than just somebody going online playing video games and people paying them and saying thanks for playing a video game. It's way deeper than that, but people don't necessarily see that. They don't understand that. Yeah, the new brand is PODO. Yeah, that's what it is. Not associated with PODO at all. Positive side, you know how to create content. I get confused, turn on my stream. That is a positive. I mean, that's where I started. I didn't start streaming. I started making content in my online career in general. So yes, I am very fortunate. I have the equipment now because of you guys in the community. I have the equipment that I'm able to do probably 99% of what I need or want to do because of all of the years of support and what I have put back into the streaming setup and the content creation setups. If I would have just been out buying toys and stuff like that instead of actually reinvesting here, right now I would be screwed. So I'm glad I made the choices that I have made with the revenue that you guys have so graciously brought in. So I'm not looking back at it as like, oh man, and this and that. It sucks having to start over type of thing, but we don't have to necessarily start all the way over. So yeah, it's not really common. Only really see it on Facebook. On exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that's intense. You're picking up exactly what I'm laying down, man. Makes sense to me. I see that happen all the time. Yep. So it's kind of like the only way to succeed, and I'm, quote me on it. You can absolutely quote me on it. Not the only way. There are a few that get through the cracks, okay? So, like, there's exceptions to every single comment or rule or whatever. But I'll tell you right now, the less accessible you are, but the content you put out, and if people like the content, the more successful you'll be. And I honestly think, I sometimes will think, like, am I too honest with the chat? Am I too whatever, where all of a sudden, People are here to they don't want to hear the facts. They don't want to hear the whatever, you know, the real ones do, of course, but you know, it's like, oh, people don't come here to you know, want to hear real things. They're here to escape or whatever, this or that, you know. And I've thought to myself, I'm like, I could be that person if people need me to be that person. I'm not that person, and I don't want to do that, though. So it's kind of one of those things where now I battle myself of going like, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to be who I am. You know, you don't see some of those, you know, I'm not even very controversial, though. So it's not like I'm sitting, you know, it's not like I sit there and create drama or anything like that. I just, if a fact is there, I'm one of the ones I'll tell you the fact, literally, like, whether you want to hear it or believe it or not, that's, you know, that's just what it is. I don't know. Just trying to explain myself, I guess, to some of the newer viewers as well. Been doing this a long while. So. I see it happen with fellow streamers. When you grow bigger than them, they tend to back off, almost jealous. Yeah, see, but a lot of times, too, it's not necessarily like an envious or jealous thing. To me, it's more of a, well, they're doing just fine now. So they assume that, like, there's some other source of, like, like, if they're doing it for, I'm talking mainly for, like, full-time streamers, ones who actually, you know, depend on the cash flow for it. Well, what happens is, you know, they look at it as, oh, they're doing just fine now, and it's not even a jealous or envious thing. It's they just literally, like, automatically think, oh, that person's, you know, oh, they're sponsored, they get blah blah blah, everybody else will, you know, send them, I can be done now type of thing. And then what happens is, so many people think that, then all of a sudden that person's like, oh, okay, and it's like the support just drops it. Okay, I got to get a better angle of this. I'm getting mad at this. I keep doing the same thing, trying to pick it up from that angle. I think I can go from this angle right here, and it'll scrape from the side. Not efficient enough. We're gonna have to change that. Yeah, they don't need my support anymore, is what it comes down to. And it's not a malicious, or like I said, I'm not even saying it's a malicious as in like jealousy or envious type of thing. It is just straight up like, oh, they're doing well. They make enough at work where I don't need to, you know, send them a donation type of thing. So yeah, but they don't understand that that's what the revenue for a streamer is literally like the donation. For somebody to have a ton of subscribers, do you know how many supporters or members it would take to create a livable income, especially over here on YouTube, since they take so much? Woo. If you just had, like, they take a lot. 30% is a lot. You don't realize it till you actually see your numbers. You're like, cool, I made $100 today, and then you're like, wait, oh nope, I made 70. Oh wait, taxes, I made 40. Oh, all right, cool. Like, there's so many variables like that. I'm here to troll you. Yes, you are, Pez. Absolutely. Never been really a good troll, but you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what. You're mediocre. You're the mediocre troll, all right, pal? You're the mediocre troll. And if you don't like that title, well, too bad, pal. I've also seen it with other streamer folk. I help grow or reach milestones, and boom, they never come back. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to stop. I've always been the type, but I literally have to stop. I've always been the type. Whereas if you message me, if you're thinking about like computer things or anything like that, I am the type I will essentially drop what I'm doing, and I'll type back to you and help you, you know, answer your questions, stuff like that. And then, you know, the people that all of a sudden, you know, they get their own setup and stuff like that, and then now they're not here that much, which is understandable. It's human nature to, like, if you want to get something done, you go do it, whatever, and this and that, and you just tend to fall into that. Like, okay, great. But there's been countless messages that I've talked to people about computer stuff, and they were in here every single day type of thing. They were, you know, supporters. Some of them aren't even supporters anymore, this and that. And I help them, like, with computer, any question they had, I was answering it, even if I had to look it up myself. So I was taking that extra time. I'm done doing that, because people don't show up as often anymore. Some of their support isn't there. I'm done doing that. I'm done being the free tech support. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. And it was never about me getting something out of it in return. No, it was, you know, me thanking you for your support, and then you go and then you're gone. Okay, cool. So, you know. Hey, what's going on, Mike? How you doing, buddy? Mediocre troll. Yeah, he's just a mediocre troll. He's just mid-tier. Absolutely mid-tier troll. Yep, I got all I needed for PODO. I'm out. Exactly. Yep. So I'm done doing that. I'm done doing that. I'll just start spitting out. Go watch YouTube. Go watch YouTube videos. Go watch YouTube videos. Because that's what they're going to do anyways. And half the time, too, like, you go and you give all that information. If you directly come and ask me for some advice of something, and then you do the complete opposite of what I said, come on, man. Really? Why you wasting my time? Why you wasting my time? Start sending them bills? I should. Actually, I should start a consulting. Why not? Consulting is the way to go these days, isn't it? I will tell you how to do something, whether it's successful or not. I'll tell you how to do something, whether it's successful or not, you know? Actually, I don't make fun of consulting at all. My wife actually did consulting when we first moved here, and I mean, she's a boss though, so she was really kicking ass with it. And maybe mid-average troll pets, yeah. I don't even know if mid or mediocre is even actually the word. I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah, my cousin my cousin's been consulting for a lot of years, and let me tell you, if he wanted to, the past however many years, every single year he could have bought not just a used Lambo, but a brand new Lambo every year for the consulting he does. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. He could have a brand new Lambo every single year, and I mean not sell the old one from the year before either. Secretly watching, Bill? Awesome. I appreciate that. Sneaky little devil. As of today, views are pretty down. We're only at 800. Usually right now we're at about 1,200 or so, give or take. So we are quite a bit down. I did not stream yesterday, and we're still trying to figure out the stream stuff here on YouTube of like what makes our reach or the views go down quite a bit throughout the weeks. Like if you don't stream one day at a certain time, does it say, hey, you didn't stream, we're gonna punish you the next day, pal? Hey, B&H, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Obi-Wan, you consult. That's right, you do, pal. You can salt, you can pepper, you can paprika. Oh shoot, why the heck? What was that all about? Try not to read chat while dumping into a dump truck. What in the world? Try not to do that. Doing pretty well. Good. Glad to hear. I can salt. I can pepper. I can do whatever. You helped me one time with the mouse, but other than that, the not so tech savvy guy figured it out on YouTube. There you go, pal. There you go. And I'm not, here's the thing. Once again, when I make these examples, when I bring up these examples, I'm not speaking of anybody that is ever here, because guess what? You guys are here. So totally goes, it's not even the example that I'm giving. So whenever you hear stuff like that, it is people who didn't show back up is what it comes down to. Hez is fancy though, right? He's talking about me, guys. Sorry. Sure about that, pal? You sure about that? Who would be talking about you, pal? Let's be real here, pal. Let's be real. So today, this whole week has been a very slow, or not week, these past few streams have been very slow because all we're doing here is, I'm talking in-game, not in chat. You guys have been keeping a good chat rate going, but just because of these rivers, these creeks, I love digging the creeks. I could do it for days and days, but my goodness, like, it's a lot. I didn't realize how much we actually did. So pretty soon we're going to be pulling the dozer out, and we're going to start building the next hole. You know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern? Huh. You know what? I saw something in chat that I found to be extremely funny. Extremely funny. It's easy just to go to YouTube and find stuff. It is. It really is. It really is. Sometimes it's outdated information, so that's where it can get a little confusing. The program looks different. Hardware, newer hardware's out, but they don't have any videos on that specific piece of hardware, like that kind of stuff. But that is okay. I'm gonna laugh here, and I don't mean to poke fun. But never, I'm not going to. Yes, Pez is certainly something. Oh yeah, you better believe that, pal. He's definitely something, all right. Pez is definitely something. Still got to use your noggin. That's right. You still got to use your noggin. Absolutely. Is there a K? There should be. I feel like there should be a K in noggin. You know that? You know what I mean? For some reason, like noggin sounds like a word that would have a silent K. Who else thinks that? Who else thinks noggin? We should push for that. Let's change noggin to K and noggin with a K in the front. It sounds like it is a silent K. No, stop it. Stop it. Right now you're doing your little giggle. I know that giggle, Marcus. I can hear it right now. No. There you go. I think there's two G's. K-N-O-G-G-I-N. Noggin. Me, I do. It's similar to knock. Yes. So that is exactly why I'm probably referring that to as a K in front of the noggin. A K in front of the N. Yep, that's the one intense. That's all, folks. Game over. Good night. Noggin. Now I'm going to be saying that. I'm going to say it with a K every time now. Noggin. Just like T-Tsunami. You know? Fun fact, little story. I heard about a guy. Okay, there was this guy named Hutch. Big dude. Like, strong as ox. Smart like bull. You know, that kind of thing. He was a lineman before I got to where I worked, so I heard stories, of course. Met the guy a couple different times, but he was a strong like bull, you know, type of guy, and he was apparently reading the paper one day in the back room there, in the back room where us line workers were. And it's a really a sad thing about over there, and I think it was Japan had one or something like that. It was years and years and years ago. And he told everybody in the room, he's like, it's really sad to hear about that T-Tsunami that happened over in Japan there. And they're like, the what? Well, the T-Tsunami, you know, the big storm that went through. They're like, what? The T-Tsunami. he didn't know that the T in tsunami was silent. Apparently, that is not the only reason why they're saying that he was strong like bull. Is because there was many countless occasions with things that he would do or say that were very interesting. We'll just say it that, because I don't want to badmouth the guy, because I don't know, you know. I'll badmouth you if I know you and I know you're a bad person. But other than that, you know. Wait, go back to poking fun. Go back to poking fun before I leave. Stop it. Stop it. You guys leave Pez alone. Wait, poke. What are we doing? Poke fun, do what? Okay, I guess I didn't catch that part. The old T-Tsunami. And poke your fun. We want to know what you were going to say. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not going to. It wasn't. No, it was. So. Nah. Well. Nah. We'll just leave it at that. Do it. I'm good. I'm gonna make you guys keep guessing and keep like thinking, what was he gonna make? Oh my gosh, what was he gonna poke fun at? What was he gonna poke fun at? I see. The only reason why why I got a chuckle out of it is because it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Knife is popular at my job. Oh, knife. Yeah, knifes. Want to hand me that knife there? Oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah, all those words that have that silent letter in front. I never understood that. I'm here for a while. On a break from class. Yeah. All right, my man. You know Pez isn't going to stop until you say it. Yeah, it wasn't anything you guys said. It was something someone else said in there. So it was, yeah. Okay. Stop it, you guys. That's right, knife. Absolutely. I mean, I do that just to bother some people, especially with a knife. That's awesome. Hey, that bothers me, pal. Stop it. Just kidding. I don't care. Make yourself look like an idiot. You think that bothers me? Why would it bother somebody if you're making yourself look like an idiot? I think it's great. I would never stop anybody from saying it. Be like, you are making yourself look like an idiot. You go ahead and do that. Oh, and you're doing it on purpose. Oh, okay, I got you. Sure you are. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Everyone make sure to press that thumbs up. Yeah, press that thumbs up here, guys. Appreciate that. Especially since the views are really low. We do have 60 likes, though, so that's right on par with the likes. Right on par with the likes. Definitely the reach on this one is way different than what we've had here in the recent whatevers. Maybe I just can't ever not do a one day a stream or not post anything. I think I posted one short yesterday, I think I got a couple hundred views, but those you don't get revenue from shorts, which really sucks. You were supposed to, I thought, after I read something through the whole year of 2022, they were trying to allocate like a couple $1 billion to people to put for when they put out their shorts to get a little ad revenue off it, but I haven't seen any of that. Very interesting. I can know what's going on to bother me all day. Well, too bad, pal. It's going to bother you all day. All I can say is it happens in so many other streams, and I just chuckle. Or not streams, just chats in general, and in comments of things and whatnot, and just don't worry about it, pal. Maybe I'll let you know a little bit later in secret chat or something, you know? In a little secret chat. Probably not, though. Strong like bull. That's right, Edward. Strong like bull. I think you might be a little bit behind. I talked about that about like 8 minutes ago. You might not be on the live. See, YouTube, you guys got to remember when you come over to YouTube, make sure that slider bar is red and it's all the way over to the right. Or you won't be watching the live thing. You'll be watching a few minutes behind. So make sure the slider on the bottom is all the way over. I kind of want to... Okay, do you think I should do this, guys? Have you guys come in here and you're lagged a little bit, a couple minutes behind? Because I think I can turn off... rewind of the video, because what do we need to rewind the video for on this one, right? We don't really need to. So I think if it's an option, which I believe it is, I'll turn that off, so then nobody gets confused. It'll always be the actual live thing. What do you guys think, huh? What do you guys think? Yep, mega big river. Yes, welcome back, Mihul. Welcome back, Mihul. Welcome back. That's right, making Waterland. I remember you from a while ago. You're from Vietnam, right? You are from Vietnam? Is that correct? I think it was. I think you said last time that you're Vietnamese. I think, if that's you. I'm pretty sure, because I remember the river, big, dig, water, land. I remember that. I'm going to be thinking about it all day long. Good. Or noggin all day long. There you go, nothing wrong with that. Good morning, Mad Dog. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Scott? Hopefully all is well. Just like quesadillas and Napoleon Dynamite. How about a quesadilla? That's right. Hey, give me a quesadilla. I'll take a quesadilla. All right, let's take a little look-see. Speaking of quesadillas, has nothing to do with it, but speaking of quesadillas, let's go to where we're going to be making this next hole. We can start doing a little something here. All right. So what we got here, this is the end of that hole. We're going to make a golf cart path. It'll come right here. So then from right here, what we're going to do, you know what we're going to do. We're going to landscape a little bit here. We're going to paint. We're going to paint just a little, like we'll do a tee box, maybe like here. And then we'll do a fairway. Right around here. And then we'll do the green. Right there. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually hop in this bad boy. We haven't done this one in a very long time. We're going to go to smooth here. Make a big river. That's right. Yes, time for me to make a big river too before I go back to work. All right. Message me if it bothers you. You'll go, oh yeah, that happens everywhere. You'll understand exactly what I mean. You go, oh, that happens everywhere. I'm like, yep, that's not staying. So you just wait and see, pal. You just wait and see. Intense, he needs a Snickers. Pez does? Yeah, he does. Pez needs a Snickers for sure. Absolutely. Get crabby over there. More and more big. Yep, more and more big. That's right, absolutely. More and more big. Long time, Ricardo. That's right. How you doing, pal? How you doing? A long time. A long time since we used this thing. It's been a long time. since I gave you a dope beat to step to step to step. Sounds good, then it won't confuse anyone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that probably from here on out, see if I can. I don't remember if that was a Facebook thing or if it was a YouTube thing, but we want the tee box to end right there on that part. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. That's right. Just retract all them big rivers, lakes. It's cool. All right, so tee box. We're going to end up raising the ground here. We're just clearing this out so we can see a better, a better visual on where that tee box is going. Let's lift up that blade, and you know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is, pal. It's time to smooth, baby. Smooth operator. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to try a little something different here this time. I'm going to go boom, 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 just like this. Beautiful, beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Pez is needy every day. That's right. He is. I'm going to actually kind of go down the middle here. I'm going to use my steering wheel so it's less crazy time. And we are not flattening. I am smoothing, so you're going to notice that it's smoothing out the ground. We're not going to have a lot of spoils on this one. We're not going to have a lot of spoils on this one. Got bit by a dog on my foot, so I can't order for 2. Oh, my goodness. Are you a mailman or what? Are you a mail personnel? Are you a mail carrier? Hope the dog is okay. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I mean, you'll heal, pal. That's that dog. Hopefully that dog's not getting any charges pressed on or anything. I got bit by a dog when I was a kid, and I didn't want charges pressed. It was my fault. I was in the dog's yard. I love dogs too much. They don't know any better, They don't know any better. Does he keep deleting his own messages? Why do you keep deleting your own messages, pal? That's just freaking weird, pal. Are you that guy, pal? Are you that guy? I think you're that guy, pal. You know what I could do? It doesn't even matter. I got to level off this green anyways here. Let's see if I can level off the green here. We want greens to be as level as possible. I want the greens to be as level as possible here. Even if it's down a little bit, I don't really care. I want it to be as level as possible. We'll end up probably leveling this whole area. Don't be that guy, Bill. No, you do agricultural work? I'm not even going to ask. All right? I'm not even going to ask then. How in the heck did you get bit by a dog? Ooh, that is not staying level. That's going down. Isn't it? That looks like it's going... Okay, now I'm really confused. Well, there you go, Jarvis. There you go, pal. If I were you, I'd sue. Just kidding, by the way. All right, let's see here. I might end up... I'm going to change it back to smooth. The flattening is not working out how I wanted. It seems to have gone down quite a bit. I figured it would, but not... Dang, not that much. Let sleeping dogs lie. Or sleep. I don't know. What do you want them to do? You tell them what to do. You tell them to sleep. It was a friend's dog? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sue my wife and take everything she owns. Well, then, looks like you're taking yourself because she owns you, pal. I don't know if she wants to own you, but... I don't know if she takes ownership or not, but guess what, pal? It's you, pal. Let's use the steering wheel again here. Smooth out these turns. All right, this is going to look good. This is going to look good. I'm a little rusty on this dozer, guys. Not going to lie. I haven't used the dozer in like 3 days. All right, cruise control set at 7. All right, let's take this around here. Let's take this around. I knew me and we were cool, but he had some beef against my sandals. Ah, I see. Toes were in the way. I hate that. I hate when that happens, When the old toes get in the way of the sandals and the beef that the dog has. I get it. Or did your toes look like beef? Is that what you're trying to say? All right. I'm probably not going to do too much more. I might just roll this up here. We'll probably just end this here in a few seconds. To be honest with you, a few minutes here. Kind of want to save this work for tomorrow's job. Did a ton of digging. We're gonna have to do a bunker and stuff like that. Agricultural sandals are usually aggressively intimidating. They are. They're not even called sandals because there's no sand really in agriculture. It's actually, they're called dirt doles. They're called dirt dulls, from my understanding. Soil dulls. Soil dulls. Soil dials. Soil dials. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we'll finish this up tomorrow. Or not finish it up tomorrow, but we'll take care of that tomorrow. All right? So I want to thank, as of right this second here, Frosty and Intense. Thank you guys for that added support. Thank you for those super chats. I appreciate that. Just waiting on acceptance for the first tier, the bronze tier for memberships over here, guys. Though if you're a member over on YouTube and or here, Facebook, stay a member over on Facebook instead of becoming a member over here for the time being, because we get more of the ad rev, or the more revenue from the ones from over on Facebook. We get the full cut over there. Over here we get only 70%. So keep that in mind. Instead of up and over there and coming over here instead, keep it over there. And if you want to do double dipping, that's fine as well, but never expect it. All right. So you put on Aquatics there called, oh my gosh, Turtle, stop it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the stream today here. Average view time is higher than usual. It's 3 minutes and 47 seconds. I appreciate that. Views are a lot lower, about 600 lower, 700 lower views. Yikes. But that happens, especially after a day not streaming. Like I was saying, I wasn't even going to tell people. I was just going to just start streaming less and less, but I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. I am going to be streaming a lot less. I'm going to be streaming on here only in the mornings, and then I'm going to be content creating. And then I do have to get some hours in for my stuff on Facebook, so I'll do that. But who knows when and what. Those are going to be non-scheduled hours, so make sure you have, notifications on. Yeah, right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I appreciate the continued support. Let's get this channel to keep on growing here. We'll see you around like an orange. Same time, same place tomorrow.